Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Yeah, I'm not on the set anymore. I'm out and about, and we're at Agrace Hospice and Palliative Care, just down the street at the City of Fitchburg location. And I'm joined by Amanda Husk, volunteer extraordinaire, as I'm liking to call her at this point, in charge of kind of the outside volunteer groups, if you will, garden, kitchen, thrift store. But today we are in the garden area, and Amanda, this is a beautiful place to come to. Talk about where we are here with this garden.
Yeah, we're inside one of our courtyards here. We have an expansive garden area outside of our building, really with the goal of having really beautiful, peaceful places for our patients and families to enjoy, as well as just anyone who's here happening to be here. Yeah.
It works out good. And what is the garden used for, first and foremost?
Yeah, we've got a lot of different things. Some of the areas like this courtyard are just very peaceful and relaxing with the water features and blooms coming up throughout the season. There's always something new popping up. We also have a brick walk in the front that has a pond as well as bricks that people have dedicated in honor of their loved ones that we've served. We've got kitchen gardens in the back of our building where we have herbs, vegetables growing that our kitchen incorporates into a lot of our food, as well as wild blackberries, peach trees. So it's a really kind of synergistic sort of effort. It's a lot of neat areas here.
Yeah, it's very, very relaxing out here. We were saying that we could just come out here and just sit and do our work outside here. That would be nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about this specific garden where we're sitting at here, and talk about some of the things that are planted around here and garden diversity. We kind of already shared a little bit of it, but
yeah. Well, in this garden we've got, like I said, mentioned the water feature, as well as a lot of blooms that come up throughout the year with bulbs, hyacinths, and crocuses. I'm not the actual horticulturist, so I specific varieties, but our horticulturist Julie Mellentine does a phenomenal job. An amazing vision for developing our grounds and gardens over multiple years, which is just amazing to learn from her. And I think that's one of the things our gardener volunteers really enjoy, is learning from her as she goes.
And this is a good transition into the volunteers to keep up these gardens here. It's done by the volunteers that she coordinates. So let's talk about the volunteers first and foremost. What are the opportunities for volunteers in the garden area?
Yeah, volunteers are huge. We've got one paid staff person, Julie Mellentine, who I mentioned, who coordinates, but then we have 24 regular volunteers who come in once a week, either Tuesday or Thursday mornings. We've got some that come in on Sundays to help with watering, and they work as a team together doing a variety of things depending on the season, whether it's mulching or planting or weeding or pruning, or our kitchen gardeners who harvest our garden for taking things back to the kitchen. Lots of opportunities. We also really, in the last couple of years, have started using a lot of garden one-time groups a lot. So whether that's individuals in a group of friends or a faith organization, we've had quite a few workplaces who kind of come here, spend an afternoon to do an off-site team building as a way to give back and work together is really neat. So daytime or weekend opportunities for that.
Awesome. If you want to get involved with volunteering here, how do you start?
The best thing to do is to call us at 327-7163 or visit agrace.org/volunteer, and you'll get pointed in the right direction.
And then the sky's the limit.
Yes, you can get it connected to any number of our opportunities, including garden.
So another piece to this is that the garden is open to the public, so it's not just for the patients or staff here, it's also for the community.
It is. We welcome anyone in the community, whether they've got a loved one here or not, to come visit. We've got a nice paved wheelchair accessible path that goes around the entire building, so it's nice. You can see the entire grounds. Something that'll be coming up in a few months that the public has rallied around. We get goats to come in.
I was just thinking
yes,
that it's
goats.
My favorite time of year. I drive by here and see that. So.
Yeah, one project Julie's been working on in this longer term vision for the garden is restoring some of our our woodland areas that had gotten overgrown. So we invite this troop of goats to come in and they eat back some of those invasives in a very environmentally friendly way, and they love it. And we have lots of festivities to go around it too. So we'll let you know when those goats are coming.
Absolutely. Well, Amanda, I appreciate you taking the time. It is a beautiful garden. If you have a chance to stop by here, what are the office hours here in general?
Typically we have staff here 8 to 4:30, but always call, leave a message, send us an email, and we'd love to connect with you.
Awesome. Amanda, thank you for the time, and hope you get a lot of volunteers to continue to keep up this beautiful garden.
Yeah, thanks for coming to visit, Jeremy.
All right, we'll take a very quick break. We'll be right back. It is Talking Fitchburg.